There are places on our planet where the wind tells a different story. It moves through vast, open spaces, over rolling hills, and across silent plains. These are lands of immense beauty, yet they hold a quiet secret. Here, the balance of human life has shifted in a remarkable way. For every man, there are more women. This imbalance creates a unique world, a society shaped by solitude and resilience. It is a mystery that unfolds not in dramatic events, but in the gentle, everyday rhythms of life. The air itself seems to hum with a quiet longing, a question that hangs over the landscape like the morning mist. These are not desolate lands, but lands full of life. It is just that the human heart beats to a different tempo here. One might travel for days and see only the endless horizon. The sky is a vast and ever-changing canvas. Eagles soar on thermal currents, their shadows drifting over the earth below. The silence is profound, broken only by the call of a distant bird or the rustle of grass. It is in this quiet that one begins to understand. The story of these places is not one of lack, but of a different kind of abundance. It is a story of strength, of community, and of hope that blooms in the most unexpected corners. Imagine standing on a gentle slope, the evening light painting the world in shades of gold and purple. The air grows cool. Down in the valley, small lights begin to appear, one by one. Each light represents a home, a life, a story. In many of these homes, women are the keepers of the flame. They are mothers, daughters, and sisters. They carry the history of their people in their hearts. They manage the farms, they raise the children, and they look out at the same vast sky, wondering what the future holds. Their presence is the soul of this land. This journey takes us into these quiet worlds. It is an exploration of the human spirit in the face of unique circumstances. We will not find simple answers here. Instead, we will find stories, whispered on the wind and reflected in the eyes of the people who live here. It is a journey into the heart of solitude, where the vastness of nature mirrors the depths of human emotion. We must listen carefully. The land and its people have much to tell us, if only we have the patience to hear their song. It is a song of enduring strength, sung softly in the quietest places on earth. The story of these lands is written in the soil. It is a tale of history, of great change that left a lasting mark. Generations ago, conflict and upheaval swept across these plains like a storm. Many men left, called away to distant battles or to seek fortunes in burgeoning cities far away. They were fathers, sons, and brothers. They marched over the horizon, and for many, the road did not lead back home. Their absence created a void, a silence that echoed through the decades. The landscape itself seems to remember, holding the memory of their departure in its long, empty valleys and quiet riverbanks. The world moved on, but here the echoes remained. Economic tides shifted, pulling opportunities toward new centers of power. The old ways of life, tied to the earth, became more challenging. Again, many men were drawn away from their rural homes. They sought work in industrial towns or foreign lands, sending money back to support their families. They became distant figures, their voices heard only in letters or phone calls. The women remained, becoming the steadfast guardians of their homes and their heritage. They learned to be both mother and father, farmer and leader. Their resilience became the bedrock of their communities. This is not a story of abandonment, but of circumstance. The bonds of family remained strong, stretched across great distances. A young woman might look at an old, faded photograph of her grandfather, a man she never met. She hears stories of his bravery or his kindness. He is a part of her history, a ghost who walks beside her. The cultural fabric is woven with these threads of absence. Songs are sung about faraway loves, and traditions are passed down through matriarchal lines. The community of women grows stronger, their lives intertwined in a tapestry of shared experience and mutual support. And so, the imbalance became a feature of the landscape itself. It is as natural as the winding rivers and the ancient forests. The young women who grow up here know this reality from birth. They see it in their own families, in their neighbours' homes, and in the quiet village square. It is not a tragedy to them, but a simple fact of life. Their dreams and hopes are shaped by this world. They look to the future not with despair, but with a quiet determination. They are the daughters of a resilient land, and they have learned its most important lesson: how to thrive in solitude. Life in these regions moves with the seasons. It is a slow, deliberate dance with nature. In the spring, the world awakens. The snow melts, feeding the streams that crisscross the plains. Women guide their herds to fresh pastures. Their calls echo in the clear, crisp air. They work together, their movements practiced and efficient. Their laughter is a bright, surprising sound in the immense quiet. There is a sense of renewal, of life beginning again. The solitude of winter gives way to the communal energy of spring. The land is filled with promise, and the people move with purpose. Summer brings long days and a sun that warms the earth. The fields are a patchwork of green and gold. Women tend to their gardens, their hands deep in the rich soil. They gather herbs and berries from the forests, just as their ancestors did for centuries. The days are filled with work, but it is a peaceful, meditative labour. In the evenings, they sit outside their homes, mending clothes or telling stories as the stars begin to appear. A sense of deep contentment settles over the land. The world feels safe, held in the gentle embrace of the summer night. Autumn arrives with a gust of cool wind. The colours of the landscape deepen, turning to fiery reds and brilliant oranges. This is the season of harvest, a time of gathering in. The community works as one to bring in the crops, their combined effort a testament to their unity. There is an urgency to their work, a race against the coming cold. Children play amongst the hay bales, their shouts and laughter carrying on the wind. It is a time of abundance and gratitude. They are storing not just food, but also the warmth of community to see them through the long winter ahead. Then comes winter. The world is hushed, blanketed in a thick layer of snow. The landscape is transformed into a minimalist masterpiece of white and grey. Life moves indoors. The pace slows even further. Women gather around the hearth, their hands busy with weaving and crafts. The air is filled with the scent of wood smoke and baking bread. This is a time for reflection, for sharing stories in hushed tones. The solitude is at its most profound, yet it is not lonely. It is a shared solitude, a time of quiet connection that strengthens the bonds between them. The heart of the community beats steadily, a warm and vital presence against the cold. In the heart of these lands, one finds the true story. It lives in the hopes and dreams of the women. Meet a young woman named Alina. Her eyes reflect the wide open sky above her. She is a shepherdess, and she knows the name of every sheep in her flock. She moves with a quiet confidence, her steps sure on the uneven ground. She has never known a world crowded with people. Her companions are the wind, the sun, and the animals she cares for. She feels a deep spiritual connection to the land. It is her inheritance, her sanctuary, and her future. Alina speaks of love, but not with the desperation one might expect. For her, a relationship is not an urgent necessity. It is a possibility, like a distant cloud on the horizon. She hopes for a partner who understands her connection to this place, someone who would not ask her to leave. She values kindness, strength of character, and a shared love for the quiet life. She is not waiting for a man to complete her life. Her life is already full. It is full of hard work, simple joys, and the profound beauty of her surroundings. A partner would be someone to share this fullness with. Her friend, Svetlana, has a different dream. She is a teacher in the small village school. She sees the future in the faces of her students. She wants to give them a world of opportunities, to open their minds to the possibilities beyond the horizon. She, too, is single. She has had offers of love from men in the city, but she could not bear to leave her community. Her purpose is here, nurturing the next generation. Her heart is full of a different kind of love, a fierce, protective love for her people and her home. These women are not defined by their relationship status. They are defined by their strength, their compassion, and their deep roots in the land. They find companionship in each other, forming powerful bonds of sisterhood. They celebrate births, mourn losses, and face every challenge together. Their community is their fortress. Within it, they find all the love and support they need. Their lives are a testament to the fact that a heart can be whole and happy even in solitude. Their quiet dignity is the most powerful force in these whispering lands. As the sun sets over the plains, it casts long shadows that stretch towards the east. The day comes to a close, but the story does not. It is a story that is constantly unfolding, as timeless as the land itself. The future of these places is not written in stone. It is being shaped, day by day, by the women who call this land home. They are the keepers of the past and the architects of the future. Their resilience is a quiet but powerful force, capable of weathering any storm. They have learned to draw strength from the earth, from each other, and from within. There is a profound hope that lives here. It is not a loud or demanding hope. It is a quiet, patient hope, like a seed buried deep in the soil, waiting for the right conditions to sprout. It is the hope that their children will have the choice to stay or to go. It is the hope that the world will remember these quiet places, not for what they lack, but for what they possess in abundance. beauty, peace, and an unbreakable human spirit. This hope is visible in the eyes of a grandmother watching her granddaughter play, a lineage of strength passed down through generations. Perhaps the balance will shift again one day. Perhaps the world will change in ways that bring the men back home. Or perhaps these communities will continue to evolve in their own unique way, creating a new model of society built on the foundations of sisterhood and self-reliance. The outcome is less important than the journey. The true wonder is in watching life adapt and thrive in such remarkable circumstances. The human spirit, like nature itself, has an incredible capacity for finding a way forward. And so, we leave these lands as we found them, vast, quiet, and filled with a mysterious beauty. The wind continues to whisper its secrets across the steppes. The rivers continue their slow journey to the sea, and the women continue to live their lives with grace and quiet strength. Their story is a reminder that the most powerful narratives on our planet are often the most gentle. It teaches us about the enduring power of hope, the strength found in community, and the profound peace that can be discovered in the heart of solitude. The horizon is always there, a line of infinite possibility,